a new video, and in today's video we'll be specifically talking about two use cases. The very first use case is that how we can have the custom format, that is the date format which we are looking for. Second is that the standard formats which are available, how can use that thing. So the very first thing which we would be doing is that we'll be visiting to the specific package page which we'll be using for the same implementation. So if you see here, I'm on the package.go.dev website, and guys, this is the standard I would say the website where you will find all the relevant information related to Go. So this is basically the page which I'm talking about. It has the complete information, and if you see here, this package is part of the standard library, which means it is provided by the Go. So quickly I'll be jumping to the implementation. So from the implementation perspective, there are a lot of functionalities which is provided by this package, and you can simply see here that they have mentioned the examples as well, like after, day, duration, all these things you can simply get from this package. How you can get the code for the same, if you click on any of the particular option, you will be landed to the specific code implementation. So this is how you can do the coding, and in case you want to see the behavior, there is an option also available. You can run this particular thing, so just simply run, and if you see, it actually waited for 10 seconds, and after that it has put it the timeout. So you guys can visit and you can simply see, and you can do whatever the experiment you want to. Now I will quickly move back to this particular function, and yes, there are a few things which I have mentioned here. I'll be visiting to that when we'll be talking about the custom layout. So the very first thing which we need to do is, this is the sample basically input parameter which I have defined, that this date will be considering for covering both the use cases. So let's write some code, and if you guys see that this looks like RFC 3339 format, how we can validate that? Let's first write some code, and definitely. So what I would do is I can just put some static variable, and then time dot parse correct. So when we are using this particular format, basically function, what it is asking for, it is asking for the layout, and then next is it is asking for the value. So the layout, we clearly see that it is actually RFC 3339 format. So how we can do that? Simply put time dot RFC, and if you see on the drop down, we have got the format, then comma, and we need to put the value, that is input. So this will complete my implementation. And now why we are getting this error? Because it is clearly stating that in response it will be giving two responses, right? Which means that in the first thing, FMT we cannot declare because it is a part of standard library. So there are certain keywords which we cannot use for defining any variable. So say for instance, I am defining this t as a time, and then it is in response it is giving two variable. So which means I need to either do the handling, or we can just simply put blank, so that this basically give response that whatever the second response is, we are actually not looking for. Now in case you want to do the error handling, which is very much needed as a part of production deployment, so you can put this as a ERR, and you can do the handling also. If error is not equals to nil, then just let's put it blank itself. We can definitely go revisit and see what the implementation is. So I have put it blank. Now what we need to do is we need to do the custom formatting. So for custom formatting, let's use that formatted date, formatter, and then we need to take this as an input so that we can define our own custom format. So this t dot and then format, and within this we can define the custom format. Now for that, what we would do is we'll visit on the top and we'll see that what all things are available for custom formatting. So the very first thing which we see, that in case we want to, let's define that I'm actually looking for 2022 hyphen 01 hyphen 23rd space or instead of this I am looking for TD DD and HH oblique MM. So say for instance this is the standard format which I am looking for. So what I would do is, now in case we want 4, then we need to put here 2006. Now in case we just looking for 2, that is instead of 2022 we are just looking for 22, then instead of this putting 2006 we can simply put 06. So this will give me the format of 2-digit. So right now let's keep it 4 only. Now I am looking for MM, so which means I can put this 01. Now in case you instead of 01 you're looking for 3-digit Jan, or in case you're looking for January, so we can simply make the change here and it will give the output accordingly. So let's keep it standard format itself, and later on we will make the changes and we'll see that what all things we'll be getting. Now moving to next part, which is which date format we are looking for. Is it 02 or just 2 or the blank, which means the first value will be blank, second one will be printed. So let's make it a standard as 02 because this is the format we mostly look for when we are doing any kind of implementation. And then we need to put space. Now quickly come to hours section. So if we are looking for in the format 24 hours, we can use 15. And in case we are looking for AM PM, then we need to use 03. So we are looking for in hours, so it will be 15. And then minutes we are looking for again 2-digit, so it will be 04. So friends, this is the format which we are looking for. So how we can validate that? fmt.print f, and then within bracket my custom format is S, and then we can define the variable. So this is how we'll be doing the implementation, and now it's time to run the program and check that this will remove all the problems and we can simply get the date of our choice. So this way we can do the complete implementation. So this is the first way of doing the implementation. Let's clean the terminal. And check again. Yes. So we are getting the expected response. Okay. Now this was our first implementation. Now quickly move to the other implementation. That is to use the standard formats which are available. So how we can do that? There are two options. First is that we can use the same input which we have defined here. Other way is that we can use the current date and time and we can play with that. So now just make the things more complicated. Let's use the, instead of standard input, we can use the current date and time. So let's put current time equals to time dot now. So again we are using the function of time package, and we'll be getting the current system date and time. So let's that simply print the value and check that what date time we are getting. So we can run this thing. Okay, this is the date and time we are getting. So it is giving me 13:02 and current time along with the IST and plus minus, plus we will getting milliseconds as well. Now let's play with this current date and time and change as per our required date format. So again print ln. Now here what we need to do is we need to use the same variable dot format, and then we need which type of format. We can simply time dot. There are multiple type of formats available. How we can check that? Let's quickly visit to this date and time format and check that what all standard formats are available. So we can quickly jump to this page. So we have layout format. This will give the output in this format. We have ANSIC format, we have Unix, Ruby, RFC. So these are the list of formats available. Now quickly we'll use the very first one, second one, which looks more interesting to me. And let's come back here and we can just put dot ANSI. Done. So this is how we can make the changes, or we can do the implementation of different type of standard date format. And let's run this code and see what difference we are getting. Okay, so now if you see that this was our custom format, this was the a default format which we are getting, and now this is the format which we have defined, which is a part of this standard format. So guys, this way we can do the implementation based on our requirement. If you want to use the custom format, you can use that. In case you want to use the standard format which are available, that also you can do. And again, in case you face any problem, anything, just put it on a comment section, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on Golang. Thank you.